Dude, that's okay. Talk about how you want. I had to.
I actively started looking for new jobs yesterday because I can't.
It is.
What are
It
you
is.
What
Going
are you looking
great.
for?
Anything video editing, but I need to put more time into that. And then if I can't do video, anything within the realm of content.
Okay.
Um. Also, one of our donors is like the dude running for like mayor of Lawrence. So that's
Really?
yeah.
How
Huh.
much is he given?
He only gave $25 right now, but he said he was going to try to pop by the on stream day.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
dude's cool. His like son, I think, or somebody like or nephew or something like did like some technical work for Ninja.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah. Like this like I'll
Random.
do technical work for Ninja. I was like, oh, okay, that's wild. Um, but yeah. So we're restarting that recording in three, two, one, action. And welcome to yet another episode of this podcast that I continuously forget to upload. Um,
We have
Otherwise
like
known as Under the Table
yeah.
podcast.
We have what, like 8 recordings,
there's
something
eight
like that.
recordings.
That
I've gotten through like three of them,
yeah.
and then the
I feel
rest
like
broke.
on
So
more. The rest broke. No.
Wasn't there one that got copyright struck?
Wait,
yeah,
what?
yeah, we did one. We did one a while back for
It was horrible. It was
we
not a
did one back.
good episode, so it's all right.
Yeah, it was.
Did you show anything anime? Because they
Yeah,
will
that's what
go
it
for
was.
the
It was
throat.
anime stuff.
Yeah.
Because Japan doesn't believe in fair use.
Yeah, like if you show anything
Literally.
anime, they'll be like, That's ours actually. You can't do anything with that."
Anything with that.
But it's all right. There's another episode we're never gonna upload, which is the E3 episode, which was really not
We don't.
great. But
That probably won't see the light of day anytime soon.
no.
No, that probably won't see the light of day anytime soon because it is not good for existing. So
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
No.
speaking of
Well.
news,
Yeah.
we do have someone on the podcast, a guest. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Sachi, and I don't sleep. And y'all are weird for doing this in the morning. It's not the morning anymore, but I do things. I don't know. Max had to call me 4 times. I'm a very sleepy baby. Hi.
hi, welcome, sleepy baby. How are you today?
Oh, I'm a sleepy baby. I just sleep.
We
You
Um.
want you want to shout out what you do on the internet at all?
Oh, yeah, I stream and I edit videos. You want a video editor? I exist.
see she exists.
Um,
There you go.
yeah.
She exists. She's ready, willing, and able to work.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh,
This is a
You can find her
formal
as
this is a formal resume sent
Yeah, this
in.
is my formal
formal resume.
resume. Oh, I got some cute dogs. They're playing behind me. Like I feel like that alone.
The dogs help immensely.
Yeah.
the
I
dogs do help a
I
little bit.
I do the dang thing, and I also stream. So I'm funny. Yep.
So like for the whole like the reason that we record in the morning was actually because our original setup of people had to do things in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I mean, I also do things in the afternoon, but
That's so. But then none of us wanted to get up at like 9. So
yeah.
I usually get up at
No,
like
this is all valid.
5:36, so
yeah, because you're 75 years old,
no, I'm not.
dude. You just figured out PayPal. What else old did you do recently that?
You just figured out PayPal,
Yes, I
the
Yes.
did.
backbone of our society.
Yeah.
The background.
No, no. Here's the thing. I need to explain this further because
Wait, okay,
Mateo
so
loves
so
this
so right
situation.
before you go into that, just so because we haven't done it, Sachi's introduced herself. She's a real cool person, uh, and
Haha.
she's as cool as a cucumber. I'm still Mateo. We're not doing
Yeah,
kills today because
I'm
I look like
I'm
shit.
Striker.
And I'm Max.
Yeah, we didn't even introduce ourselves. We just
We
jumped right into
didn't.
it.
We didn't introduce ourselves.
Listen, sometimes you ball, you know?
It's
Yeah,
Oh, I mean, clearly everyone already knows who like Sachi is because she's like super famous.
Yeah,
exactly.
most famous person in the world.
Like,
Number one Twitch streamer.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Who lied to you?
I don't know.
look, you're one of 3 people I watch on Twitch.
One of
I s-
three, one of two
Oh.
people I watch.
Well,
Oh
so
wow.
I watch
You're one of
Sachi.
the 0 people I watch on Twitch.
I watch
Let's go.
Sachi because he hasn't discovered Twitch yet. So
No, not yet. I'm
I
still
mean, he
getting there.
just discovered PayPal. I'm proud of him for saying he's even watched one of my things.
No, but I've watched zero. You're because I haven't watched anyone.
Oh.
Wait,
Yeah, he
no,
hasn't
wait,
discovered Twitch yet.
no,
Oh,
I'm
then
not
the
there.
liar. What?
Yeah, it's all right. It's still morning.
Oh my goodness.
look, Striker doesn't understand tech. What was it? Okay, you were gonna tell your story about how you're like 95 years old.
All right, here's the thing. I feel like sometimes Mateo, you tell a lot better. All right, but so there was a situation like last year where some people I used to go like I hung out with at my last college
His
that I
redneck college.
transferred from. Yeah, the redneck racist college, let's call it that. Um,
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, yeah, where we, talk about welding and spitting cups and, wear really bright yellow shirts all the time that hurt my eyes. Um, but anyways, what happened was they're like, hey, you want to do like fantasy league football? Like, whatever, sure. And one of the guys running it, Chandler, was like, hey, how about we each put a bet? And everyone lives near each other here where I live in Maine, the great state of Maine, where there's moose and maple syrup. And I was like, damn, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. And he's like, what? And I'm like, I don't live near you. I don't know how I'm gonna get you money. And this is eventually what led me discovering PayPal because I used to send everything by carrier pigeon because I'm from the fucking medieval age of, technology is evil because that's what I've been told all my life.
Just
But
from getting
um
the
exactly.
fax.
That's about it. It's not very exciting. I mean, that's the story.
No, it's not very exciting, but it's always fun, and you'll learn, and you'll hear more stories about like just how strikers are cryptid. Like he might
Yeah,
actually be Bigfoot.
I don't
Bigfoot.
know.
Fair enough.
He, you might be talking to Bigfoot right now, and
I'm not hairy enough.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're like big, you're like Bigfoot's like balding cousin.
Balding cousin.
Balding? Okay.
You're not
Hey,
hairy enough.
I'm not hairy enough, I guess. I'm also not tall enough. I'm pretty sure Bigfoot's like
You don't
11
need to
feet
also know how
tall.
tall you are.
No, that's actually another topic. I don't know how tall I am, and there's a lot of context around that I need to explain. So, when you go to a doctor, you can get a sheet afterwards that tells you about your doctor's visit, like
Yeah.
information, stuff, height, weight. Mine changes every time they take my height. Weight, obviously, because our weight fluctuates, but
Now
my
you're
height.
fat now.
I wasn't gonna say that, but um, um, my like one time I'll go and they're like, "Oh, you're 5'7". I'm like, "I'm pretty sure I'm 5'11". Because like the next time they're like, "Oh, you're 5'8", you're 5'9", and it's like I always take off my shoes to do it. So either I'm crouching somewhere or kind of leaning. But my father, who I'm taller than, will come home and show a sheet and it says he's 5'11", and I'm like, but I'm taller than you, so either I'm 5'11" and maybe a little bit taller than you, or I'm 6 foot. This doesn't add up. I'm like, I don't know how tall I am. So people ask me, I'm like, I don't know. Hell, for a long time I was telling Mateo I was 6'3" because I thought it was funny. I kept changing my height.
Either
I'm so tall. I'm like 12 feet tall, dude.
Bro,
Oh,
Sachi towers over Mateo and I.
dude, it's
Yeah.
Just
wild.
by so much.
wow.
It's wild. Like,
Completely towers.
Are you like knee height? Like, is it like?
yeah, no.
Yeah,
Whenever we
they're
take
knee height to
pictures,
me.
I have to like have her crouch down, or else it's just like,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, she has to stand on her knees when we take pictures.
Huh.
It's kind of an inconvenience. Please grow.
Well, I mean, at least you have like some practical like tables around where you can just kind of lean on, where it's just kind of like, hey, you can put a cup there.
yeah, but she won't fit under our table, so.
That's true. We're
Yeah,
not gonna
like
go
I have
in.
to use them as tables because like I can't fit on anyone else's tables. You know what I
That,
mean?
you know, I know a lot about tables, so that's
Yeah,
the name.
Striker knows a lot about tables. He also knows a lot about causing his entire dorm room to have to go out in the middle of the night because someone's cooking venison.
You
Oh
cooked
yeah,
venison and started a smoke alarm, didn't you?
yeah, at the Redneck
Mm.
College. There's
Yeah,
actually
you pissed everybody off.
yeah. Okay, so no. Okay,
That guy.
here.
All
Wait,
right.
no. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Damn,
I'm
that
not the one that
guy.
was cooking for it. I wasn't the one cooking it. I was there because I wanted to try it. Because I'm like, I've never had venison before. I want to try it. I was involved, but I wasn't the one cooking.
I
You
just
know.
want to know how the hell are you cooking in a dorm? What are you using to cook?
Well, some
Um.
places have kitchens. Mine did.
Mine didn't.
Um.
Mine did.
So
I cooked for like my entire floor once.
it was like we had like a little like heating. I don't know what this called because we had a someone had yeah we had a hot plate and someone had like a pan. So that's what we did.
Oh, okay.
And here's the thing, there's a kitchen we can use, but this is like during the winter semester. So everyone's like, damn, it's fucking cold here because we're here in Maine and no one wants to go outside and trek through the snow and
Oh,
try to get to the.
So you did this in the middle of winter, and did everyone go outside?
Yeah, it was funny. Look, everyone made, everyone was friends after, and everyone made up. It was good, there's if you look up Unity College, there's one review about them, and I'm in it, and it's negative, and it's about that venison incident. Um, but it's all right. We're all good here.
That reminds me of the time. It was middle of winter. It was literally the coldest day that Indiana has ever experienced. Literally, it was the middle of the night, and I was in the shower at the time, and someone set off the fire alarm, and we all had to go outside. The coldest day. I mean, it was what was it? It was like 1 degree out, maybe negative degrees, and everyone was out there in blankets, and here I am, wet in a fucking towel, freezing my ass off.
So uh you guys, Max and Sachi, you guys are 4 years younger than me, which means that my senior year of high school would have been your last year in middle school. Do you remember the ice storm that we had? Like right
I remember
during
so distinctly. We had Christmas break,
it just never
and
went
then
back
it
to school.
kept going.
Yeah, it just
Yeah, like
kept going.
I was because I remember distinctly too because I was in California with family and I got a stomach bug. And so I flew back home on a stomach bug, just feeling awful because like we were like my mom was like we have to go home because you have school starting because break is running up. And I'm like you got a point. But I feel like crap and I want to stay here cuz I'm so sick and it's like tough luck buttercup. So I had to fly with a stomach bug as a child, which is just like I'm a
Dude,
child, don't do this to me. And we got home and everything was frozen over and then we didn't have school for like 2 weeks.
It's
And
like
it's
what
like
the
I could have recovered in sunny California, but here I am in cold ass Indiana. There's no snow to stomp around in. It froze over. You
yeah, it was just
glide over
ice.
it.
It was just
it was
ice.
just,
It was
there were like
just
three. It
ice.
was 2 feet of snow and then 2 inches of ice on top of it. So you could literally you just walk on the ice.
Yeah, we went to winter break and just never went back to school. And it was like almost like the end of January before we went back. And then they changed school, right? School started an hour earlier, but
Hmm.
they didn't change the bus schedule. So the buses still arrived at the same time, but everything started an hour earlier. And I was driving at the time, but I didn't start. I was driving at the time, but I was still on the bus schedule, which means that anyone who was, they basically made this like quote unquote. I'm making air quotes. My camera's not on. They made this rule where like if you drove or like got taken to school, you were expected to be to class on time, right?
Yeah.
But if you're on the bus, well, there's nothing you can do about that. Just get to class as soon as you can.
Mhm.
Well, because I was on the bus schedule, technically, right? I ride the bus every day, but I drove, so I would just show up to class whenever. just
Oh my god.
just kind of roll into school. It was great. Band kids are lame because even on like senior skip day, we still just come to school and hang out in the band room. So,
Did you actually come to school on senior skip day?
I came to school because
We had senior skip day.
We
We
left.
yeah, yes, we had senior skip day. The fuck?
My mom made me go to school, dude.
My parents made me go to school too. It doesn't mean I went.
just you go. What I did was we went to school, got people at the bar, and then we left.
Yeah. If you don't have a car, you go with someone that does. Like,
I didn't. Nope, I had to go to school anyway.
Sachi was
We didn't
wrong.
do much.
You
I feel like you were the
Actually,
only one there.
we legit had a teacher because my science class was a split class between juniors and seniors, and our teacher specifically said, "I don't want to see any of you seniors here."
Was it Mr. White?
No, it wasn't Mr. White. Who
Oh,
was it? I can't remember. It was I was gonna describe him, but it's just like every like
white dude.
yeah, like every science or
Did
history
he
teacher that
teach
also teaches
like
sport.
environmental science?
This was Earth, Space, and Physics, I think.
Was
Oh,
his name Mr. Fairy?
I think it was.
Yeah, he was so chill. Anytime, like, I don't know, I'd be like, I don't want to be here today, and he'd let me like sit in a corner and not exist. You know?
Yeah, no,
He was really
I
chill.
don't want to see any of y'all here.
I don't know if y'all had Mr. White, but he was my favorite
I
teacher.
know Mr. White, yeah. I never had him though.
He was awesome.
Yeah, I never had him though. But no, it was wow. And then the next year, it didn't snow at all. Next year, we just had ice storms.
Mm.
The entire next year. I remember because I was in college, and then they just canceled classes for like a week because there was only ice. It didn't snow that year. It was just ice. It just rained ice for an entire winter. But yeah, so this podcast is a little bit special in that this is our big hey, we're doing a charity thing for Extra Life, and if you don't know
Ooh,
that,
Extra Life.
yeah, Extra
Ooh.
Life for children.
Striker.
So while we feather, tar, and quarter Striker, I'll tell you about Extra Life. It's for the Children's Miracle Network of hospitals, like children's hospitals and stuff. And it raises money. And Extra Life is where we play video games and do gamey stuff for money for the kiddos. Because even if you're a person who doesn't like kids, you want kids to be healthy and happy because then they turn into adults and they're no longer kids. And we want everyone to become an adult, so we have more people to be sad with.
I feel like you're.
Be sad.
I feel like that ad was more towards me, Mateo, because I don't like children, and that was what you said to me.
Yeah, like a lot.
Yeah.
But like, I don't want children to be sad. I want them to be happy.
Oh,
They
I
don't-
get that.
They don't. They don't. You know, no kid should have to be like sick and sad.
Exactly.
You'll get enough
And
of that when you're an adult.
No, yeah, no kid has to be sick and sad. I also don't have to interact with children much, so that's also great for me.
Yeah.
also, did it sound like I was booing? I said ooh, not boo.
No, it didn't sound booing. You
I
just said it in
have-
just
I
aspiration.
thought
Like,
you said.
oh.
I thought you said
Boo.
boo. There's gonna be subtitles on this, and it's gonna be in big letters that Stryker said boo. He hates children.
Boo, children hater. Can't
It's
believe
all
it.
right. Mateo's, I say Mateo successfully done this, but I've made myself really look like an asshole, which I've come to, assume I'm like, oh, I'm an
I
asshole.
haven't said my normal thing that I say every time that
I'm glad you haven't.
introduce you to another like female person.
No, what? No. Why do you
Oh,
do this to him? I'm just
I'll
gonna
f-
assume it's not true.
It's not.
It's not. It's technically not true.
Okay, no, don't add that because it's not true. Because you're still implying that it is.
it's technically not true.
This is gonna be the one episode that people watch and they're like, "This dude's a piece of shit."
I didn't say what it was. I'm just
It's
look,
okay. I'm also a piece of hot garbage.
Hey, yo.
look, I will say Striker's never done anything regarding any females or anything that would get him in jail.
What?
Well, look, that
Not
doesn't
a
help.
great
That
sentence.
doesn't help at all.
He's never done anything like that. He's a law-abiding citizen.
You know
Like, he
what?
was roasted.
All right, here you go. All right. So it was a few years ago. I was talking to Mateo and Chance, and I was like, yeah, I was talking to this girl for a bit. Except every time we talked, it would always be like her talking about her issues. So she was like always kind of like I felt like I was an outlet pretty much. And then she was like talking about her makeup and stuff, and I just couldn't get a word in. And finally, she asked me, "Oh, how do you think I look?" I said, "You look like a fucking alien," and that was it. And then like Mateo from there, like I said, I'm an asshole to, like the women, and I'm like, I don't want to be an outlet for people like complain to me all the time.
It's like it's but the funny thing about the whole thing is that he's not wrong for feeling that way. He's wrong for what he said. You're not wrong for feeling that way. You're wrong for what you said. That's the thing. Like only not everyone can be like a dumping ground. Like it and it's not fair to
Not
like
even gonna be a dumping ground, but I got a dump truck.
Hey, yo.
I need a soundboard. I'm gonna get a soundboard and just like I'm gonna get my MIDI controller and hook it up to a soundboard so I can have the air horn. It'll just be like it'll just be that. It'll be great. It'll be fantastic. But
You're just gonna spam that?
yeah, I mean I have a MIDI controller I bought back in high school. Just haven't used since leaving high school.
Yeah.
Just I've not used it. I did make a really cool like loop, like this like real low, just kind of like drum and bass, four on the floor thing that we'd play at Pet Band because we'd bring our field speakers down from marching band down to the gym. So I'd hook up my computer and stuff to it and plug the MIDI keyboard and stuff up into it. So like in between things when we weren't playing, it was just like I'd hit it. It was like boom, 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 boom. It was just like really low, and it was fun. I miss band.
Mhm.
Does anyone else miss any of the like extracurriculars they did in high school?
No, because I was doing online classes, Mateo.
If Sachi, do you miss choir at all?
What?
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 Um, I don't know.
You don't know?
I miss like specifically like the performing the music and stuff like that, but I don't miss everything else like the practices.
Like the performing for me was like, I think I just like like a lot of like choir for me was like a social thing, so I think I definitely missed like the social aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because as an adult, I don't really got that no more. I mean, I do, but it's like in a different way.
Yeah.
It's right. It's different being like in school because you're forced to be around these people, right?
Yeah.
Which is why you become friends. Yeah.
That's why all band kids all date each other, even though like everyone agrees like don't date the people you work with, but they all date each other anyway because it's the only people you ever see.
Band kids are their own breed, man.
We're not normal. I think that flutes are really not. They're a little bit loose.
What?
Flute players, they're loose. They're wild.
Oh
What?
god.
Yeah. Flute players and trumpet players are kind of the worst. Everyone wants to play saxophone. Like
Everyone does want to play sax.
There's always like 1,001 saxophone.
Yeah, because saxophone is sexy. Yeah, it's like that cool smooth jazz, you know? I don't know, maybe.
Thinks that like, because from the movie Drumline, everyone thinks that like people on the drumline are all like Nick Cannon. That's mainly just the snares. The rest of us are just like sweaty tryhards.
Yep.
Who get like excited about getting their blisters back at the beginning of the season. Like it's wild to have like a bunch of like girls right run up at the start of a marching band season, be like, look, and they show you like their bloody hands, and you and they're super excited about it.
Actual fuck.
Because like after not playing, like from playing, especially like if you're a mallet percussionist, you'll
Mhm.
start to develop your blister, and then eventually those blisters will turn to calluses, and that's what you want because it allows you to hold your mallets better.
Yeah, I know, but
So
like I got at one point I had huge blisters on my fingers because I'm a bass player, so that's where you want the calluses,
yeah.
but it's still ew.
You're like,
See,
yeah.
I don't know how to play an instrument, but I did choir for a while.
Striker has this amazing ability that he's a really good singer, but he never sings in time.
Oh, it's like every other singer.
Wow. Jesus.
I'm sorry, I was in show band. Y'all could not keep time.
What what do you want from me? What do you, I showed up. I participated.
You were the president.
You were the president.
I was the president of the choir, okay, but like that doesn't mean I knew what I was doing. It was a farce. I lied. I don't know. I just showed up.
You see, look, this is why you need to hire Sachi to do things for you because she was president.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go.
Madam President.
Madam President.
The only
Hey,
she doesn't
yo.
come with a secret service, I believe, though. So there's no
We'll
like.
be your secret
I
service.
don't. It's not so secret if you just said you're my secret service.
Exactly. There, Mateo, what's wrong with you?
Striker, you can fix it, Mr. Krabs. Also, we call
You're
Striker
fired.
Mr. Krabs sometimes.
Yeah, I'm kind of the ultra capitalist a little bit. I am. I own up to
he
it.
sells and trades comic books.
Yeah, it's fun.
Get your bag.
He's really good at it. Dude, like, would you like was like sometime earlier this year or last year, you like spent $800 and on one comic book profited like 500.
What?
No,
Damn.
hold on. So well, there's been like some stuff where I bought collections like for 2,000. I sell them for like 10. So
Oh, damn.
yeah.
Yeah, he spent
But
like $1,300 on like what, like 100 or 200 comic books or something like that, and just one of those comic books valued at like $10,000.
yeah, it happens. Haven't been. I haven't had. No, well, here's the thing. I haven't had that much luck like this year. Especially
I'm gonna
because
go through some of my extra Pokemon cards and see what those are worth.
oh, I sell Pokemon too sometimes. I had the original set box or whatever it is, like first edition booster box.
Mm.
I sold that. That was cool. That was actually something I didn't want to sell because that was kind of cool. But
What money?
that was fun. No, what the issue is that the money goes fast. But now it's one of those things where literally for a game me and Mateo just bought, Deathwing, where I had to tell him I can't buy it, and it was $10 because I needed to wait to get paid the other day. That's how far I've fallen.
Oh my god.
Because I was saying, it's like, I get it, right? Like, sometimes you just gotta wait your paycheck. But the thing was, I told him to get the game the day before he got paid. And, like, I don't know about y'all, but, like, even if I don't have the money, if I know I get paid the next day, I'll be like, it's $10. I'll go ahead and spend it. Like,
Yeah.
I know I'll have it tomorrow. Like, I'll go ahead and spend it. This dude's like, dude, I'm like on breadcrumbs and mayonnaise. Like, I
Not mayonnaise. Anything but that.
Nah, I don't like mayonnaise, and I don't like Miracle Whip. Miracle
Guys,
Whip's
mayonnaise
gross.
or Miracle Whip people.
Neither.
I've had neither. I've never had Miracle Whip.
Sachi, but you're Asian.
What does that mean?
It means you're supposed to eat. You're supposed to eat your rice with the like baby mayonnaise.
Mateo, are you committing a stereotype?
I'm committing.
Yeah.
You're committing a stereotype right now.
This
Because
is hey,
you know
look,
what I eat with? You know what I eat rice with? My tears, okay?
She
I
sobbed
know
them
you were waiting
away.
for her to say chopsticks, you racist fuck.
No, I wasn't. Also, I do really like the was it kiwi mayonnaise?
What?
It comes in like a
What?
bottle. It comes in
What?
like a salt.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
The baby
I'm
mayonnaise.
not. I know nothing about mayonnaise, y'all. Like my
What?
grandpa fucking loves mayonnaise
I
with
love mayonnaise.
everything. He's
Ignore
an
Mateo.
Asian man, so that doesn't help. Um, everything
Ivy
that
Jane.
Mateo said, but I personally think that's a hate crime against my taste buds. So I'm okay.
I agree with you, Sachi.
The
Mayonnaise is a hate crime against our taste
I
buds.
only really have mayo.
I'm
The
there.
only way I
Yeah.
have mayo right now, I don't have any mayo on me. But if I were to get mayo, it would be to make a tuna melt, and that's it.
Oh, that sounds good.
I don't like tuna melts.
I love tuna melts, but they have to be made correctly. If they're dry as shit, that's disgusting.
Ew, no, ew. No, I love the
My
baby
mom's a bad
mayonnaise.
cook.
The baby
Yeah.
mayonnaise is really
My
strong.
mom's a good cook.
I can't remember. It's like kiwi or something. Kiwi
Um,
kiwi pie.
you also have to understand Mateo will drink Coca-Cola and milk together,
That's a
so
thing.
Ew.
I've heard of that.
Okay, but
I
also,
again think that is a hate crime.
no, but also, it's also the exact same base ingredients as a float.
Okay,
yeah,
No,
but
it's
it's different
not.
texture.
Yes, it is.
You
It's
think
a dairy product and a soda.
I am Asian. I will state this again. That will kill me.
Also,
Oh, are you lactose
Japan.
intolerant?
No,
Oh,
wait.
of course I am.
I am too.
Yeah, like everyone else. I was gonna say a hate crime. Anyway,
It's correct.
no.
All right,
wait.
Uncle Ruckus. Jesus Christ.
Boondocks is a fantastic anime.
It is.
Japan has what's it called? Milk
Me.
soda.
Yeah, it does have milk soda.
Like you can buy it. I think they call it yogurt soda, but still you can buy.
You're not
You
selling
can
your
buy
taste.
it,
You can get it
but
from
maybe you
Kroger.
shouldn't.
Maybe you should.
You know, Mateo, your justification for this is I can buy it. There's a lot of things I could buy. Doesn't
Yeah,
mean I
you
should.
could buy crack cocaine, should you?
Don't
No,
not.
I mean to each their own.
I
The
think all
pause.
drugs should be legal because I feel everyone should be able to do what they want if they want to hurt their body. I guess. All right. I guess that's fine.
Have you guys heard of crocodile?
Crocodile.
It's basically like
Crocodile-doo.
Russian meth, but this stuff is like made from battery acid and eats you from the inside out.
Holy fuck.
There was a thing going around for a while. It's called the Gray Death. You know, name should tell you there. Where pretty much it was horse tranquilizer, elephant tranquilizer, and opioids.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, do we want to get Striker to read something so we could show Sachi how Striker?
No.
What?
Why? Why are you trying to do this to me? Why is this your way, like,
I'm an
to
awful
introduce?
friend.
You are, because your way to, like, introduce people to me is to absolutely fucking embarrass me, you asshole.
It's okay. Because Striker's really smart though, because he like knows a lot about history and like
He's a history buff,
Psychology.
yeah.
psychology and like I told you he's Mr. Krabs. Like if Striker wasn't in Maine, he'd totally be like the next like Elon Musk or something. I don't know. Like he's good. He's a smart boy. He's like
Nah, Elon Musk is like a dragon. I don't want to be a dragon.
Do you want to help me find a new job?
Well,
Like, could you? I don't. Yeah, I'm smart.
it depends where you want to work, I guess.
it depends on if that job needs technology or not. Because Striker doesn't understand computers.
I want
be-
a video edit. This is a problem.
I don't. Yeah, no, I can't do much about that. I don't know anyone looking for that stuff. I know do you know the Gilmore Girls, that show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm friends with the actor that's the mom.
My aunt is obsessed with the Gilmore Girls.
Is
She
she?
she has a little her closet has a little shrine to them, if that's what you want to call it. Like she
Oh.
has like a corner with like not in like a weird way, but
An
it's where
anime
it's like
shrine
the
in
only
college.
place Yeah, like it's like the only place she could keep her collectibles because she's children. Um, so like instead of displaying them like I do, I don't mean I don't have Gilmore Girl stuff, but instead of displaying like all the stuff I have, because I'm 22 and I live alone and I can do what I want with my decorations, she has to keep them in the closet. So she has like a puzzle for the Gilmore Girls, like
Hmm.
framed. She has a pillow. She has earrings that I made her. She has face masks. She has all the
That's
Funko Pops. It is
They
her
have Gilmore Girls
favorite
Funko
show.
Pops.
They
they have
do, and
Funko
she
Pops for
loves them.
everything.
They were gifted to
But
her.
the reason why I know Lauren Graham is because we clean for her aunt here in Maine, and we got really close to their family and stuff. And her aunt sends me cookies and
Yeah,
stuff like
his
that.
family on the side when he's not busy being like, Mr. Krabs, his family has a cleaner business and not like cleaning like, you know, like a maid service. I mean cleaning like after the mob.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
like
not.
criminal cleaning, just like
Yeah.
crime.
No, why? No. Where do you? Why do you keep doing
That's a
this?
thing.
No. Okay. So we clean houses, offices, and construction. Now it's mostly lawyers' offices we do, and then the occasional like house.
Yeah,
We
so
down.
criminal cleaning.
I guess because technically some of
Criminal
them
law
do.
is not the same thing.
I work for a law firm.
What do you? Are you a criminal, Mateo?
uh I would like to speak to my lawyer.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Um, but yeah, they even went to my high school graduation party, which was cool. So
I'm not
yeah,
gonna tell my aunt this because she will shit a brick.
yeah. You know what? One of the girls that I knew up at the Redneck College, she lived in my dorm, and I told her about that, and she fucking lost it when I told her, like, because they're like potentially. The aunt was gonna come visit because she's like really into environmental stuff, and I was going to environmental college to study wildlife biology before I switched to psychology and history. And she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry to say this, but if they come, I'm gonna stalk you guys." And I'm like, "Well, they're not
Oh
coming then
well,
because
yeah,
I'm
that's
not
weird.
gonna."
You made it weird. You ruined it.
Yep, nope,
Mm,
it got weird. It got weird. Why did it have to get weird? Oh no.
yeah,
It always has to get weird.
yeah. Well, it's kind of like up at, I mean, any college experiences, it's weird, kids. But
One guy in a
in
duster, like dude looks like he fell out of like Van Helsing or something.
there was a guy skinning squirrels in his dorm room. Um, we don't talk about that.
That's a
Uh,
hate crime against squirrels.
it is.
I'm calling the
Um,
squirrel police. I almost stepped on a chipmunk while I was at college because they just like weren't afraid of people.
Oh yeah, they're not afraid of people there. They come up to you and like hold their hands out. They've learned to beg. They've
like
literally
little
learned to
beggars.
beg.
I was like, could you like not? I don't want to.
It's like seagulls for us. They always come up. They want fries.
I think everyone wants fries. Let's be real.
Did you guys ever at school get stopped from going inside the building from by the geese?
Oh, by geese?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
used
just
to
I've been
take over
stopped
the
by
area.
geese, but not specifically in that location.
Yeah, no, we couldn't go in one of the doors because there were just geese there and they just weren't moving. They were hissing at people.
I see. Everyone talks about having issues with geese, but like the Canadian geese up here, like are fine. Like we don't.
It's because they're actually from Canada.
That's
Yeah,
true.
our
I do
Canadian
live in
geese are.
Canada. Maine is Canada.
That's also another thing is that we make the joke that Striker's from Canada. And
Yeah, they had me meet a Canadian person. I had to lie that I lived in Canada.
You do live in Canada.
Yeah. It's odd though because our buddy has Sachi met Aaron?
Yes.
Yeah, Aaron asked me one day about the different provinces in Canada, and I know the provinces, so it makes me more Canadian, which
I'm
is
going to Toronto. Is that a Providence?
isn't Toronto
no,
a
that's
city?
a city.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not even going to Toronto specifically. I'm gonna be like right
Toronto,
outside
Toronto's in
Toronto 'cause I can't
Ontario.
afford.
The
Okay.
Striker's problem though with knowing the different states in Canada is
And
that
is Vancouver's British Columbia, right?
he,
I'm a
Yeah,
genius.
but
I'm Canada.
Striker doesn't know where all the states are. He just knows them, so he'll name them.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just next to this. I was like, that's That is, you said
Yes.
the word correct. They're just not in the right place. they're just not in the right place. Hey, Sachi, I
Yeah.
have a question for you.
I have an answer.
It's not gonna be right. It's just an answer.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
it's like do math right now. No,
Oh God.
it's a 2 point question. First one is, how long have you been streaming? And
Is
why?
it a 2 point question? Like there's 2 questions, or I'm gonna get 2 points for
No, there's two
answering.
questions.
And how does the point system work? And do I win?
The points are rupees, and
Winning means
Oh.
you live.
you win when you smash all the
Oh.
points.
Is this Spyro?
Winning means I live.
Yeah.
I'll have to think about it. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
How long have you been streaming, and why did you start?
Almost 2 years ago, and like the short answer is I was in the pandemic and I was bored. The long answer is my friend Emily started streaming Snake just for like kicks and giggles on her laptop, and I had been playing games on my PC since like 2018. I started in 2020,
Like, you didn't come out
2021.
the womb playing games.
No, I came out the womb crying, and that's I'm gonna leave too.
Kicking and screaming.
But she was playing Snake on stream, and I thought that was really cool and funny, and I think that's neat. And she's like, "You have a whole PC setup. You could do it yourself. Like you could also do this." And I went, "Oh, okay." And then I did, and now I'm here.
She's like she's
Huh.
she's living the dream. Like
Mm,
she
mm.
she gets money.
She's up there with Pokemon and all of them. She did it.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about that? I had someone were like, "Oh, it's a compliment." It was 100% meant as a troll. On occasion, people will come into your chat and be like, "Is this insert famous female streamer here?" And like it's kind of like, okay, I'm like at 20 something viewers. Clearly, fucking not. Like if I was, I would not have this view count, bud. Also, it's like it's not that hard. Actually, I want to say it's not that hard to read, but people are illiterate. It's a thing.
It's
Um,
hard.
it's
It
so
is.
hard,
Ask me.
but
It's hard to read.
it is so hard. But like people will come in and like compare you to like bigger female streamers, and it's just kind of like, shh, you know.
Right, you just like put your hand on their face and push them away.
Yeah, just like shh, it's okay. It's okay to shut up sometimes. Sometimes the world would be better if you didn't open your mouth or typed. That'd be great.
That'd be great.
And then carry on with my day. But no, it's interesting. Would I like to do it full time? Yes. I hate capitalism. Thank you. Next question.
Yeah. No, it's really tough. Like to get
It's
in.
it's heavily saturated.
Yeah, it's
There's
heavily
like
saturated.
Yeah.
I recently went to TwitchCon and there was so many people there, and I'm like, all y'all are on this platform. Where'd you
I
come
heard that
from?
TwitchCon was just full of VTubers.
I definitely saw one like at Artist Alley. Like there was like a VTuber there, and like I saw like a line. I was like, why is there a line here? And then I realized people were lining up to meet this VTuber.
Yeah,
Um,
there was a from what I understand, there was a ton of VTubers there. But it's wild because I was looking at numbers.
like
And
physically or on like a thing, because
both.
I think I only saw moments where they were like on a thing twice.
I think both because I know a lot of them met each other like in real life. So like I know Project Melody was there in person. Because there are a lot of clips with them talking about it.
My
And
TwitchCon experience was very unique, and I think like in like not in like a bad way, because I when I came back and like after the fact, like when I did like streams, people were like, "Oh my god!" And like also in my Discord, they're like, "Here's all the bad things that happened on TwitchCon. Wow, they fumbled the ball. Twitch sucks." And it's kind of like, yeah, okay. But I had a great time, and people were just like, talk about this bad thing that happened. I was like, I heard about it, but I had a great
I
time.
think there's a lot of like it's when there's something interesting to say, it's fine to like mention or come across with like some of the
Yeah, like
negative
the
stuff, but
foam
then
pit
also
thing. I was like, yeah, I saw the foam pit, but I didn't partake in the
Mm.
foam pit. I didn't witness that firsthand.
I was
partake
gonna
And
ask if you broke your
apparently,
back.
Yeah, no, I didn't break my back. I just broke my heart into 1,000 pieces because I'm not with my friends anymore. Um, but like also there was like apparently like problems with like accessibility, like people like people's disabilities were overlooked and judged by staff. And I will say the staffing there was interesting. There was Twitch staff, and then there was also event staff, and the event staff clearly didn't know what the con even really was for the most part, or what was going on. Like I wouldn't say like some of them were really nice, some of them were really mean.
I think that's been happening a lot. I know that like the Trash Taste guys, when they keep trying to tell, because they had like an incident in London this year where like a dude stormed the stage, and they're like, "Look, we're not trying to say
Yeah,
that
I
we're,
will
like,
say
good shit,
first day of TwitchCon security was not great. Um, like like apparently like we saw, not I didn't see this, but people saw like people would like walk past the like metal detectors. People just like walked in. It definitely got much harder to get in Sunday and Saturday and Sunday, because I remember my friend had a Sunday pass and she was trying to sneak in on Saturday, and they like Friday they didn't really like check badges all that much. Um, like I mean they kind of did, but kind of didn't. Like you were like it was possible to sneak in without an actual badge, meaning we did it. Um, but, but you didn't hear that from me. I'm not gonna say who did it, but it happened. And I'm not upset that they made it harder and they like beefed up security, because at the end of the line that made us safer.
Yeah.
Even if it was at like a detriment to like some of my friends sneaking in, that's fine. I don't care. Like
Was it better than what Indie PopCon did this past year? Because they just had a table out in the middle of the hallway.
it was 100% better. Indie PopCon was like the most depressing thing. That was so
I don't
depressing.
know what happened this year. It was
Bro,
Indie
Indie Popcorn was
PopCon
so bad.
was
it was so. Yeah,
I don't want to say it was bad, but it was just empty.
Yeah, it was good in the sense that like I got to talk to a lot of the uh uh
Artists.
artists that were there that I don't, and like the guests that came that I don't normally get to talk to, because it's like I'm not
Yeah.
sitting here and waiting for 10 minutes in line to talk to you.
Yeah. No, and like I don't know, but they definitely beefed it up after like the next day because it was harder to get in. But I don't know, it was fine. I didn't get to see the floor as much as I wanted to, and I don't mean this in a mean way. I spent a lot of my time outside the con because some of my friends didn't have tickets, and I kind of wish that I figured out a way to be able to go in and not feel like I was abandoning them.
Mm-hmm.
Uh but I couldn't figure out that balance, so I
Yeah.
just I hate to say that, like, I at some point during the weekend I did resent some of my friends a little bit because I wasn't able to
Well, like you're spending
go into the con,
yeah, you're
and
spending money
because
to go
the,
to
the
this con, not hang
ticket
out outside of it.
the tickets are fucking expensive, and I had a 3-day one that was and I'm not a partnered streamer, so that's pretty expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
Partner streamers get like a discount off,
Mhm.
and some streamers got flown out for free. Um, like at least they not for free, but they got flown out on Twitch's dime. Like I have a friend who was one of the faces of TwitchCon. Like her face was on posters
Ooh.
and like on like screens around the convention area, and I was like, oh, that's my friend. That's wild. Um, and what's funny is like you would think like I would be the one like going around trying to find her. She ran into me. So I'm not hard to spot. I have bright pink hair. People would come up to me and be like, "Hey, Sachi," and I was like, "Where? Huh?" Like I very rarely went out of my way to go find someone. They usually found me. Um, and it's TwitchCon. A lot of people there had pink hair, but I have bright pink hair, and I'm known for it. So if you are looking for me, you're going to keep an eye out inherently for pink hair.
Mhm.
But I had fun. I
Did
don't know. I'm
you
saying
see any
question mark.
fans?
I did actually, which I thought was weird. Not weird. I guess weird's not like the right wording. It was surprising because I'm not a huge channel. I might be friends with bigger channels, but that does not by proxy make me big. But I remember like first I think it was, yeah, Friday. Like Friday afternoon I went to go get lunch with some other like with TwitchCon friends. Um and we were walking down the street, and then like these people in front of us, someone turns around and goes like, Sachi? And I'm like, Yeah. And they're like, I thought I recognized your voice. I'm so and so. And it was like someone who was like kind of in my chat. Like I hadn't seen them in a while, but I remembered, like I recognized the name. Um, from like
That's so
Twitter
epic.
That's
and like
wild.
stuff. And they're like, I recognized your voice. And I'm like, oh, okay. Hi. And it's like, it's great to see you. And I'm like, this is weird. I didn't say it out loud. I was like, yeah, great to see you too. I'm heading to lunch, but maybe like run into you later in the con. And I did. When we talked a bit more, and then I was like, hey, I spent most of the con with my friend Meg, or Sleepyhead on Twitch.tv. So like if you ran into Meg as a fan, you were gonna see me because I was right next to her the entire time, you know?
Mhm.
But we were like chilling in like one of the areas, and someone came up to us. And I also recognized the name, and they were like, "I watch you too, and it's like really great. Like your guys, I like you, like I watch a lot of your stuff." And then he's very much a lurker because I don't recall him saying much in chat. Like I don't know how many messages he's had, but it's not enough for me to be like, yeah, that's a regular
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
he let me know that he was really close to like this one like channel like channel redemption of mine
Okay.
that is
Mhm.
very expensive.
Oh,
Like
you
it
talked
is
about the big one?
the friendship bracelet one. Yeah, like
Hey yo, I've gotten that.
that's I just need to learn how to make friendship bracelets. Sorry to everyone who's redeemed that. I haven't learned how to make them yet. So you're not anyway, but he was like, I'm close to doing that. I was like,
Friendshipbracelet.jpg.
I don't. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not aware of this person saying much in chat. So my brain was just like, the fuck,
If you
you
don't
know?
talk in chat, you like don't get points. How the hell?
No, you do. Like, I mean, you do, but like, it's
So minor.
Yeah,
yeah,
just so
it takes a lot longer. So for me, that was just kind of like, oh, you're a lurker, and that's a good thing. Like people like lurking is like yay, like we want lurkers.
yeah,
But
just
it was
it drives up the you're right.
Numbers. Yep.
It's weird to those relationships that you have, with like your chat and stuff, because it's like you know so much about me and I don't
yeah,
know
and
you.
Yeah.
I know very little about this man. My interaction with him was pleasant, so that's
That's
good.
always nice. That's good.
But like I think like that like really I mean I everyone talks about the importance of lurkers.
Mhm.
But sometimes it's hard to really like understand it until like there's a first time chatter of someone that like it's and they like resub for like the fifth or something sixth time, and you're like, oh, like like they're there. I don't know, because sometimes it's hard to like with the when you're looking at like a viewer number and not everyone is chatting. Sometimes it's really hard to be like, where are you coming from,
Yeah, like
and
who are these
but
Mhm.
people?
yeah.
It's like the SpongeBob meme with like Patrick coming home and all the eyeballs.
Yeah, like I want to see how many message because you can see how many message someone has put in your chat. Because I went through this yesterday for someone I banned just to see how much they
I
had.
just like your I just like your emotes because I use them in every Twitch stream I watch.
Yeah, he has sent a total of 11 messages.
Damn.
Hmm.
That's wow.
Um, yeah. And before seeing me at TwitchCon, they sent a total of 2.
Oh.
Huh.
Yeah, and then all the rest of their stuff was at my like I'm back from TwitchCon stream, and like my first stream since TwitchCon.
Mhm.
So, and because he saw me there, he participated a bit more. But yeah, he sent a total of he sent a total of 2 messages in chat, and he's close to the most expensive channel point redemption on my channel.
Wow,
Yeah.
look at that.
So
That's crazy.
it's just kind of like, whoa.
Yeah, no, it's wild. Like the work that has to be put in, the stuff that you have to understand. I always hate it. I always hate it when. That's why I always hate it when people talk about especially with you being a female streamer. I always hate it when people talk about how like females are ruining the platforms. Like, first off, they're not.
No.
Second
Well,
off,
I had a friend who thought it was a compliment to tell me like, "Oh, I'm like like they were like what you do with this is like really cool. Like you know how you've come along on this like streaming thing is really cool for like you know." He basically said like GG for having some modicum of success when you're not a titty streamer. And it's like,
Yeah.
do you think I wouldn't be a titty streamer if I could? Like if I had the tits for that, trust that I probably would try a little bit to lean into that because
Even then,
if you got it, flaunt it.
yeah, no, look, more power to you. I mean, even when
Yeah.
you look at that, the numbers, like, that's why I always hate it when people's like, "Oh, you're just ruining it for them." It's like the highest female Twitch streamer is still only like not even in like the top 10. Right? Isn't it? Is she? Wait, I have to.
I mean, she's still worth millions.
No, yeah, totally. I'm just
Like I passed one of the top female Twitch streamers at TwitchCon and Artist Alley. Like they were doing like a live stream. So if you watch, I'll just drop the name. If you watch Amaranth and you see a blur of pink hair behind her on like I think Sunday, yeah, on Sunday, and she's in Artist Alley, that's me.
she's been
Because I
There's
didn't
a lot
understand
of
what was
stuff
going
with her.
on. Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff with her, but I didn't really understand what was I'm not aware of my surroundings. So we walked by. My friend was like, "We just walked by one of the richest women on the platform.
Games doesn't count.
That woman is worth millions." Yeah,
Riot Game
Riot
doesn't
Games
count for what?
as
I'm
a
on
woman.
her website looking
Nah.
up top Twitch.
Oh, they
If
forgot
you
they
go
have a
to
platform.
Twitch Tracker, here, hold on. I can pull up Amaranth and see what their number is. I am in the top 1% of Twitch, which feels ludicrous to say, but that's just how many people are on the platform where I can say I'm in the top 1% of Twitch.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Wow.
There's
1%er.
there's like millions, not probably millions, but there's like
Hundreds of
thousands of
thousands,
people.
100,000.
Like,
I
there's
would
like
say millions.
there's like a lot of people on the platform, and like a a decent amount of them aren't even um affiliated. Like they can't even make money from Twitch.
One of the people I watch, they're not affiliated because right now they just got the ability to get affiliated, and they're still trying to decide if they want to do Twitch or YouTube.
Yeah, Amaranth is 43rd.
43rd.
Of
Really?
English channels, ranked 98.
And she's top female, right?
No, it's Iron Mouse.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, it is Iron Mouse now.
I don't know who
Totally
that
forgot
is.
about
It's a
that.
VTuber.
Oh.
But I still think Iron Mouse is still only like 20th overall.
Iron Mouse is crazy. She had the largest subathon, right, or something.
Yeah.
Was it the largest donation? I don't remember what it was.
She has the highest watch time overall, I think, or something like that. It's weird how they do their Twitch metrics.
I
Iron
couldn't imagine.
Mouse is actually ranked 109 on English channers, 226 overall.
It's they
She has like 1 million followers.
That's it. I thought she had more.
yeah, 'cause
Average viewers is 7 point.
It depends on how you do the metric.
Okay.
I think Iron Mouse is like total watch time or something. I'd have to look. I don't feel like looking. I'm gonna say things as fact without fact checking myself.
Good job.
Woo!
Spreading false information. I wrote a paper about that, but I couldn't imagine like going. Yep. I couldn't imagine like being at a show like that and like having your own area and then suddenly seeing like 100 people like line up to see you or something. If you're in that situation,
Yeah,
like if you
like,
got that popular, like
taking
that's
the internet to like real life, if that makes sense.
these random people want to see you.
Yeah.
Like that would actually make me like. I don't know.
Right, it's
I
like-
think
it's
I
I
would
think
back
I'd be
out.
uncomfortable. Because I
don't get stage
Yeah.
fright, but like it's just weird. It's like I'm just a dumb person on the internet. Don't perceive.
don't perceive. Yeah, don't perceive me. I mean, on days I don't want to be perceived, I have like a little like VTuber model thing I use,
Yeah, that
and
makes
like
you also that not only makes you one of my top streamers, but it also makes you one of my top
VTubers.
Oh my god. I don't use that thing often either. I mean, I use it more often than not, but not
My
every
favorite
stream.
part about your VTuber model is how it just gets tiny when you walk away from your camera.
Yeah,
That's
because
hilarious.
I don't have anything set up in my settings to make it not do that. Like when it no longer can track me, I have not messed with the settings for it to maybe stay still or do a specific thing. Because you can set that up, I think, but I just haven't done anything with that. So it just auto defaults to like being what is happening, and it freaks out a little bit.
It just zooms away. It's
It like
hilarious.
zooms away or it like zooms in a lot, but like the baseline, what it does is I just get like it looks like my VTuber like took 1,000 steps back.
And it's hilarious.
Oh, do I have my I can hear my echo. I think I have my monitoring on.
GG.
Oh my god, what is happening? Technology, please help. Speaking of technology, I'm looking at a. It's not technology, but I'm looking at a sticker because I got gamer subs. Like I bought one of their waifu cups.
Yeah.
It's good. I like it.
I've applied to their like partnership thing,
Just
but I knew it was not gonna happen with when their application is like, how many followers do you had, and it was
you just have to keep
like
showing them, and eventually
10K or under 10K, and I was like, Jesus fuck.
Damn.
I'll believe, and whenever you get your gamer subs flavor, I'll be right there. I'll buy your gamer subs flavor. But also their new
Yeah.
flavor. They have a new flavor that just came out. J Slats.
Is the titty milk
Dated
one.
titty milk.
Yeah.
Is it good?
I think it's
It's blue raspberry
And
and milk.
yeah.
Ew.
So whatever that is.
I'll try it.
Wait,
Ew.
what? Who was it? The
Slap.
person? Oh, I watch him. Yeah. There's another guy I watch. I watch him on YouTube, but he streams. He's called A Platypus. His stream emotes are fucking wild.
Stream emotes. But
Cause
this
he has this whole thing called Mango Time. It like covers the whole screen and
is it
everything.
Mango
It,
from FNAF?
no, I said Mango.
Oh.
FNAF.
FNAF.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he takes out like a drum and starts playing like midstream, and sometimes it happens like every minute or so.
Well, look, this
Did
is
it like a channel redeem?
yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
This is
I used to
also,
have some fun interactive channel redeems, but then I had to update my stuff and it made all of them go away. And I
just, like,
haven't
put it
set it
back.
up again
Yeah.
because I can't be bothered.
This is
I'm like
also a
waiting to
secret
rebrand.
ploy. This is also a secret ploy to like uh get Sachi so we can get her a panel at PopCon.
Huh.
This is and then we're gonna
This
do
is
it.
the ploy.
I'll just cry at the panel. That's all I'll do.
I almost at PopCon this past year, I almost asked. I was like, "Hey, no one's on the podcast stage. Can we just commandeer this? No one's on here from this time to this time." I almost did it, but then Sachi's like died. So
Yeah, Sachi did die.
I ate absolute utter shit on a Lime scooter, and I still have the marks on my body.
Yo.
I'm scarred literally from life. I don't. Yeah, no, that was awful. I have not replaced that suit that I tore up. I'll eventually do it, but
we have to get you into a Sakura Spider cosplay.
what?
Sakura Spider.
I don't know what that is.
It's another spider.
Oh yes.
That just looks like Uchako from.
My brain had a whole conniption.
Oh, yeah, we had a
It's trying to-
conversation about that.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. My brain was not like hearing the spider part like hit my brain, and I was like, "What is this an anime thing?" And then my brain went, "Wait a minute, no, it's a Spider-Man thing."
This is what I would think.
Like my
Sachi
brain
had
went
to
to like
dress up
Hunter
as
x Hunter, like the spiders, dude. Like that's where my brain went.
Love Hunter x Hunter.
Oh my goodness.
See, Sakura. So I started to think, what anime in Sakura? So I was just like, first was a flower because, yeah, and then second was Naruto.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
There was a lot of.
No one likes. I never watched Naruto.
You didn't?
I-
It was so good.
the original Naruto's good,
seen
but
it.
Shippuden I don't
I've
like as
seen
much, which we've
Naruto,
already
but,
had this discussion.
I
Yeah,
wasn't
we
watching
did have
anime
this
when
discussion.
Naruto was like big. Like all things
Yeah.
considered, I actually haven't been watching for as much anime as I've seen, and how big of an anime fan I am. I haven't been watching anime that long comparatively.
Yeah.
I've
How
just
dareth I?
I've just seen all of the anime because once I got into anime, it was just nothing but
Binged.
anime. It was just nothing but anime. It was wild. It was wild. But yeah, no, we're gonna get Sachi
And
on
then-
the panel, and we're gonna
Yeah.
have security because
Priority.
Just get Chance. He's tall.
He is tall.
Chance is in Arizona now.
I
He's
know.
in Arizona. No, I thought he was in. Did he
Yeah,
move?
He moved to Arizona
With his girlfriend, and he talks about how he doesn't like Arizona.
because it's hot.
Yeah.
I have a friend in Arizona, but she's gonna be moving to Sacramento, and it's further than me, and I'm gonna cry a billion tears.
It's hot.
She's moving to Sacramento.
Huh?
They're moving to Sacramento.
Yep.
Nice.
You know those
Sounds expensive.
Sachi, you know
I
those
am
offices?
I'm too broke. What offices? Yes.
No, I was gonna say, you
probably?
know those offices like right in front of you, like off the main street.
Yes. Yeah. Thanks
I-
for not mentioning street names. You're hot for that.
Yeah, no, just off the main street.
Yeah. Thank you. No, because sometimes Max and my dad and y'all will say like street names of things, and I'm like, y'all
Said
need to
street
shut the fuck
names.
up.
I have
No,
never said street
You
names.
have never said street names, but like y'all will say street names. They're like, no, it's fine. It's a really long road. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. It narrows down my general area a bit too much to my liking. You know,
The
as
only
a woman
person
on
that's
the
ever done
internet, y'all
that.
need to shut
I
the
think
fuck
your
up
dad's
about
the
where I
only
live.
one that's done anything like that.
No, Mateo's done it. My
Oh.
dad Mateo like ganged up on me and we're like, yeah, go to this. It's right here. And I'm like, don't even if I don't like it's like y'all mentioned specifically which Toyota dealership I should go to get my car fixed. And I'm like, there's not that many in Indianapolis. Y'all about to get me murdered because
in-
someone's gonna show up to every single Toyota dealership till they find me because that's something
Indianapolis-
someone would do.
Indianapolis has like 1 million people in it, and
A lot of people.
This is true. That's why I say I don't mind saying I'm in Indianapolis. But when you narrow down with street names to the proximity of me, I get a little sweaty.
it's like here's Sachi's coordinates. right
Yeah,
here,
it's like,
just-
oh no. And I'm not going to say I'm the best at not doing it myself either because sometimes I'll say some shit where I'm like, I shouldn't have said that. Max
Or show
knows
your
full
address.
well. I showed my address one time on accident because I tabbed over a bit too soon on the wrong scene and my address was right there. And I ended stream saying technical difficulties, be right back, and then I deleted the VOD and then I went live immediately again and went, haha, oopsies, hi guys. After I made explicitly sure that the VOD was gone. Because that's probably the worst I've doxed myself is showing my current full ass
Address,
address with
yeah.
my full name as well.
there's a lot of streamers who like don't do things anymore because of stuff like I know that Meg Turney doesn't go anywhere anymore ever since someone broke into their house.
Oh yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense.
She's like, she'll go nowhere no more. Jesse Cox hasn't been anywhere, but that's just mainly because it's like y'all are dirty, and I'll.
Yeah, he technically, I think, was he at TwitchCon? I think he was listed as a TwitchCon guest.
I don't think he went to TwitchCon.
Yeah,
I think he
but
was asked to go, but I don't think he went.
He does all
Yeah,
of his
I have no
like,
idea.
he still does like the Cox and Crendors and stuff like that, but he hasn't been to a convention since 2020.
I don't
Yeah.
blame him. Conventions have like gone downhill.
Well, 'cause, the world ended for
Oh.
teens, and now we're trying to figure out how to do that again.
Everyone's trying to figure out how to act in public. I mean, no one knew how to beforehand, but we're
Look,
still
the
trying to
masks are
figure it
cool,
out.
though, because like the cons where I have to like wear a mask, I don't get con funk afterwards.
Yeah.
I mean, Mateo, from what I've heard, and I've never been to a convention, or especially one with you, because, I live far away. Chance mentions you like to say incest is wincest a lot at cons, and I don't feel like
I
that's a
don't
good
say
start.
I don't say that. It's not specifically a con thing. It's specifically in any time that I get the chance to say that incest is wincest.
God damn.
Get it there?
Then he'll bring up occasionally where he tries to. It seems like he'll try to make an argument why incest isn't bad technically, and we have to tell him to stop because
Look, I do it specifically because Chance hates it. But-
Yeah.
You do it specifically with Chance. Got it. Because you didn't do that at all with Sachi and I.
No, I do it specifically. And then but also anyone who like watches anime and has like been on the anime scene for like anything longer than like.
I don't know who's safe to talk to sometimes because there have been occasions where people only interacted with me because I'm an Asian woman.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's
Dating apps are a scary place in general, but as an Asian woman, holy hell, it's awful.
I interacted with Sachi because she was the only Silk cosplayer.
I am consistently the only Silk cosplayer at most cons, and people either recognize that or don't.
I think we saw. Did we see? I thought we saw another Silk the other last time we were there.
There was.
Probably. There's always at least one other, but I'm very much the main one typically.
It was like just because this was like the first time
Unless I eat shit.
I ever remember coming across Sachi was years and years ago, like 20.
This was 2018.
2018. It was like
Yeah, because that was the first time you went.
I was there
This is the first time I ever went.
I was there with friends, and Sachi was with friends, and one of my friends knew some of her friends. We didn't talk to her.
We were Ellen people. Like we were like in the same general area, and I just kind of like existed in my little bubble, and like there was talking happening, but I was very much in my own little bubble.
Yeah, no, like, but I just remembered because she was the only Silk cosplayer that, and she took pictures with Jesse Cox, and like after every con, I always go check all the like cosplay like photos and stuff on Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that. So I just ended up coming across that picture. I didn't think anything of it. And then, once she started streaming, I just like jumped into one of her streams, and she was talking about PopCon. I was like, I'm gonna be there, and
I literally remember that stream. I was there.
He's like,
I don't remember the stream. GG guys.
well, I specifically mentioned Jesse Cox, and you go like, oh, that was like baby Sachi.
I'm still baby, but yeah.
What's funny is that when I first started doing this podcast and like Max joined in, they were talking about you, and I assumed you were just some random Twitch streamer they watched. So I was really confused. I'm like, why are they so obsessed about like getting her on the podcast? It seems creepy. Like, why are you guys like trying to like? Because I didn't realize you guys were friends at all. I'm like, what's their problem? I'm like, what?
You're just gonna like slide into your DMs, be like, "Yo, girl, we got this podcast."
Yo, I know you don't know us, but
we know you.
It was gonna go because I'm like, do you like? Because I assumed they didn't know you, and I'm just like, you're just gonna ask her? I'm like, that's kind of odd. We don't know her.
Look, confidence is
Yeah.
shoot your shot.
You're right. I should ask Markiplier.
Hey yo.
No, I'll ask Matt Pat. He'll fulfill Mateo's dreams if he says yes.
If Matt Pat comes out to be a horrible person, I'm gonna quit the internet.
I don't think Matt Pat could come out to be a horrible person.
Sometimes quit while you're ahead.
It's just look. I don't think Rooster Teeth's gonna be a thing in 2 years. And
I would say like 1 year.
Oh god, that Rooster Teeth stuff was so great to see on my timeline. Totally love that.
From what I understand, like ever since the first time this happened, Rooster Teeth animation has actually been pretty chill. They've been all like happy and not getting worked to death so much anymore, except for the riggers for some reason. But like they've been pretty chill, and Funhouse is still great. But everything else is apparently.
And then
like,
also like there was recent controversy, but then it turns out like the person who was calling them out, like while like what happened to them wasn't great, they also had their own problematic past, so it was kind of like pot calling the kettle black,
Yeah.
Also, like I looked for that video and I couldn't find it. It was from like 15 years ago.
What video?
Caden's video. Because like the whole thing,
I don't know much.
The whole back end explosion was just like, oh, but Caden said the N word 15 years ago. I was like, when she was like 17. So I looked everywhere, I couldn't find it. Because she directly addressed it, but
yeah,
I don't know. Rooster's not gonna be a thing in like a year. I just want Ruby to finish.
Ruby can finish and then it can explode.
Just finish Ruby. Like just finish Ruby. I'm watching the Ice Queen dub, and it is weird because it has all the same problems that Ruby has, which is strange. The dub is great though, and I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I have like no stake or opinion on like I guess like I don't have like no opinion, but like I'm not attached to the Rooster Teeth properties. Like I don't
I
have
used to
like
be.
some type of I don't have the nostalgia attached to any of it, so I don't really.
Oh.
I don't want to say I don't care what happens, but like no matter what happens, I'm gonna be okay. You
Yeah.
know.
I mean, I'm gonna be okay, but there's a part of me that's like, oh damn,
Yeah, that's right.
this
Because
thing
I
that
don't
I
even
really enjoyed
watch
when I
this
was
stuff
younger.
anymore.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like having to like say goodbye to Harry Potter because J.K. Rowling's a perv. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time I felt that, because like, I mean, the last time I watched Rooster Teeth was when Ray left, and I still watch Ray. But the only group I ever felt that for was the Creature Hub. I used to
When they
watch
did
them a
all
lot.
the big mergers and stuff.
Yeah, well, even before that, I mean, Creature Hub like disintegrated back in like 2017, but I used to watch them because one of the members, James, ended up creating Cow Chop after,
Mhm.
and then that ended. So
I remember when Machinima just like disappeared overnight.
Yeah. And a bunch of YouTubers just like disappeared with them.
Just like overnight, and then like C Nanners just comes back. It's like okay.
Bean Anders is great. He's awesome.
Yeah, no. And I miss like Inside Gaming because that used to be Inside Halo, and then Rooster Teeth bought it, and that was fine for like a year, and then it disintegrated.
Yeah.
So there are no more like mid-grade uh, gaming news outlets anymore. There's only like independent people who complain about video
Well, there
games.
was
And then
there was recently as well, like a company that was like a gaming stuff, not gaming stuff. It was like G4 or something. Like it was a gaming.
oh yeah,
I don't.
G4 shut
Yeah,
down again.
G4 got shut down. Like, but like I think Comcast bought it or something.
Mm.
And with very little notice, they ended its operations and fired everybody.
Yep.
Oh
It
damn.
wasn't even back a year. It wasn't even
That's
back a year. I used to watch G4
sad.
like on TV, and they brought it back. They got like a bunch of the old people back, like Adam Sessler and stuff, but back in the day, and then they just shut it down less than a year. G4 had a problem though. It was trying to do too many things.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not
They,
that
like
any
I
of their
think
content
like
was
if
bad,
you
but they were
look up
trying
the
to do.
G4 website too, it's like really sad right now.
Is it?
I think
Oh.
it's like the internet died or something. Hold on. G4 TV. We never stopped playing or never stopped playing. It's a dead website. Like when you
Yeah.
go to G4 TV, it is just a screen that says we never stopped playing or we never stopped. But it says we never stopped playing. But
That's it.
the stopped is crossed out and it just says stop, so it's we never stopped playing. I don't know.
This is so
But
sad.
that's it's the website's like dead. Like you can't do
Oh
anything.
yeah, it's just a parked page. Oh, that is
Yep. Yep.
depressing. That's
I
like
saw it on
internet
Twitter.
horror stuff right there.
Yep.
Like, that's super sad. I'm sad now.
Like what like something not something, why did I say it like that? You know, when you stop streaming and you're not like active on your channel, it's not gonna like, so if you go to my channel right now because I stream pretty actively, you know, it's gonna show like recent, you know, broadcasts, and
Mm.
it's gonna have like recently streamed categories and all that stuff. If you go to someone who hasn't streamed, I don't know how long it takes for a channel to, you know, go stagnant like that. Um, but here I'm going to someone's channel who
Usually it
stopped
starts
streaming.
after about a week or so. It
Is
starts.
that
Yeah, like
really
it
that
just has
fast?
recent highlights and uploads, and then if you go to videos, it'll only say recent highlights and uploads, all videos, and then it'll only show you uploads, if that makes sense. It'll only show not uploads. It'll only show you highlighted videos, which are just longer form clips. And then like if you want to see the clips, then you have to go to the filter and click clips.
Yeah, they start to filter, and it's hard because you have to keep it up in order to keep the algorithm happy. The only people who seem to be immune to this are the big storytime YouTubers, because they work the exact opposite of how YouTube wants them to work. They only make
Yeah.
like 15-minute videos, and they put out a video every 4 months. But like Jaden Animations uploads a video and it gets 10 million views in a day. Like, I was like, I don't understand. That's not how YouTube works. How do you guys break YouTube like this?
And you're like, fucking algorithm. I'll make my own.
They just
I
like
mean,
so many views.
I mean, it's kind of smart though, because if you're constantly like feeding videos into the system and stuff, people start to be like, "Eh, I don't really
Well,
care about." But if you
you
keep
have
people
to
in
though. Like, there's
anticipation,
no other.
well, I get that, but I'm just saying from a seller's point, it makes sense not to
Hmm.
constantly put stuff out there and build up anticipation in your audience.
YouTube's really pushing shorts right now,
Yeah, they are
apparently.
pushing. They are. I need YouTube to filter out their shorts into a different tab.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
need
don't
that.
want to just shorts just showing up on my feed.
I don't
I don't.
mind them like show, but like when I go to someone's page to then look at their video, because I'll find a short and be like, "Oh, that's cool. Let me check out your actual like long form content," and I have to weed through all the shorts. It's very annoying.
I think I made a YouTube literally last night. Doing great, guys. I'm a great content creator.
Hey, we've
Ahaha.
recorded like 15 podcasts and I've only uploaded like 4 of them, so don't worry.
You're
Let's
doing great,
go.
Mateo.
Proud of you.
Hmm.
But I have 21 subscribers. Wow, thank you, Twitter.
Hey, it's a
But
start.
like all I have right now
For
on it
one
is
night, that's pretty
shorts.
fucking good.
So,
I know.
eh. All I have right now is shorts. But I think eventually, like I love when creators make playlists of their videos. Like so it's easier for me to like go through like where's like a specific playthrough. I don't want to go through and have to find like the first video. If there's just a playlist where I can click and like walk
Hmm.
away and it'll just autoplay that all, that's sexy.
Yeah.
Fully agree.
No, that is I love it. Just organization, please.
Yes.
I need to be able to find things.
I say that like I know what my long form content's gonna be. Tune in next time when I figure it out.
Hey, it's
Mm.
okay, but cool. I mean, like we're coming up on about time, but as we
I
start
was
to
gonna ask what
yeah
the
yeah no, but as we start to wind down here, uh uh yeah we're
Mateo.
doing extra life.
Yeah, no, you know what? You continue. Hold on.
Okay. We're doing extra life. So like, give us your money, please, so
Yeah,
that
do it.
we can
I
It's
made a
just
post on Instagram, one post, but it's all right.
do that. We started our goal off really low at like $200, immediately shattered that, and we're about to hit our second goal of $500, and
mm,
every little dollar helps. So we really appreciate everyone who's been able to like donate, share it, even just take the time to read it, because it means a lot. What were you saying, Striker?
Speaking of reading, this is a good segue. You
oh no.
mentioned earlier of me wanting to read out loud. So I grabbed a few books. I decided on my textbook because all the other books near me are about Nazi Germany because my history class. So I don't feel like that's
I
a
was
good.
literally about to say, don't grab Mein Kampf. I swear to God.
No, I mean I have a book on eugenics, which is one of the things I was going over this week, and I felt like it's probably not a great way to start. So I grabbed one of my psychology books. Not the most interesting one, but it has some difficult words to say. These difficult words have more than two syllables. So that's where I
Yo.
am. All right. Starting at the beginning. The idea that perception starts at the beginning of the perceptual process may sound obvious, but as we will see, there is enough going on right at the beginning of the perceptual process to fill a whole chapter and more, and most of what goes on can affect perception. So, the first step in understanding perception is to take a close look at the processes that begin, in case of vision, with light reflected from an object into
This is you're doing really good. I mean, the
yeah.
word Nestle isn't there, so you're doing great.
Shut up. I don't want to talk about it. All right.
Re-
For a while, I have a habit where for the longest time I didn't talk to people outside my family and no one corrected me because I didn't go to public school from like sixth grade to high
Raised by
school.
wolves.
Yep, I was raised by wolves. I live in the fucking woods. Um, and so my pronunciation is not that great. Luckily, I met some people that were like, "Hey, dumbass, this is how you actually say it," and they bullied me about it. So now I know better. Um,
those people being
and
Mateo. Um,
no, I mean Chance did too, and Aaron and everyone, which is good. It makes me better. Um, but for it's, I used to say nestle the wrong way. I don't remember how I used to say it now.
Nissle. Like,
Nissle.
oh
Nestle?
no, Nestle for like Nestle. He said
Nest
Nestle.
Nest nestle these nuts on your face. Anyway, that's my time, folks.
All
Have a
right.
well week.
But yeah, no. Thanks a lot, Sachi, for coming and
Yeah.
be on the podcast. We hope to hear from you soon. Because I'm gonna use your clout to make my podcast more popular.
Exactly.
Hey yo.
Ooh,
We're
hate to
gonna- we're
disappoint you. Oh my goodness.
He's gonna put in the title all
Oh,
your names, and he's gonna
you
put all your
will.
names in uppercase, so people
That's
know.
the shock of your life, dude. Oh.
Guys, we're gonna go from 1 viewer to 2. Holy shit!
Hey,
Yo.
gotta
Yeah.
use that. Gotta use that Sachi clout.
I know.
It's like I know.
We're
I'm a
gonna
famous person.
we're gonna hit that revenue bar right away. We're gonna we'll get copyright strike somehow.
Sachi's gonna copyright strike us for using her likeness.
Exactly.
You know, joke's on you to think I have the energy to do that as well.
So, does anyone else have any other closing arguments, closing words?
I'm sad about Gotham Knights. That's all I'll say.
Oh yeah, the reviews say
Agree.
it sucks. Yeah, don't it?
Hey, it sounds like it'll be a fun $30 game. So when that thing goes
No,
on
I'm not
sale in
paying
like a
30.
week, like I'll buy.
Give me it for free.
I'll buy a game on sale. I don't care. There are so many. Actually, I say that my game library is atrocious.
You have so many games.
I'm gifted some. I buy some, and it's just
Alright,
oh my god, the
Sachi,
slog is
has
insane.
Sachi done VR? She hasn't, right?
I don't think so.
VR? No, I don't have the stuff to do VR.
We're gonna play. What's it called? Keep talking and no one explodes. At some point, because
I've played
What
that
is
with you.
that?
you have to defuse a bomb in VR.
Oh god, everyone's gonna die. Anyway,
Because I have a quest, so it's easy to move and set up to record with, and I just need to print out the booklet, and we can do that. It'll be fun.
Mm.
all right, prepare to die, I guess.
It'll be
No.
fun. It'll be great. Okay, Sachi, any closing words?
Uh,
That was good.
If you want to shout out your channel to our one viewer,
His name's his name is his name is Adam. I'm a fucking idiot.
is it Adam or is it fucking idiot?
It could be both. You know, he would probably tell me that those are two in the same. So
Hey,
one in the
Adam,
same.
you fucking idiot. Hi, my name's Sachi. I create content over at Twitch at twitch.tv/versachiko. You want a moderately good time? I cried the other day. Come watch it.
hey yo.
Good.
Hey,
Yeah.
links down in the description, or maybe on the screen. I don't know. Depends on if I actually want to edit this or not.
Hey, future Mateo, edit that fucking link in. You got this.
Yeah.
As someone who
Damn.
edits as well, I don't want to say it's not that hard, but it's not that hard.
No, Mateo, have it say it goes to Sachi's stream, but it goes actually to the charity.
That's
No.
better, yeah.
She put her stream on her charity page.
Oh.
We're gonna push that. Max, any last words?
See you next time, or maybe not. I don't know. Mateo hasn't edited things in a while.
This one's gonna go up soon. This was like
We're just gonna skip the other ones.
See you guys in 2 months. Ahaha.
I would go and like get my hair cut, but then after that, I'm just gonna like throw this into the thing, cut the beginning and ends off, and get this uploaded. So I have to make the thumbnail.
No fancy dancy editing stuff. I see.
Yeah,
The
because
kid,
I got my
the kid.
OBS working, so I have like my filters and stuff already on there.
Oh shit.
So, also these things, because this is like an hour and a half recording, it takes forever to render.
It does take a while to
I
render.
mostly do shorts. They take like 5 minutes max.
Striker,
Bro, just get better graphics card.
any last words?
Um,
My
orange
mom.
juice is pretty good.
I love orange juice.
Yeah. I can read my bio quote about me. Call me Mayor McCheese, because I'll bring you to Flavor Town. That's all I have to say.
That sounds like food
There we go.
poisoning.
I've been Mateo, I guess.
I've been Max.
I've been Striker.
I've been your mom.
Hey yo.
I guess.
Hey, you know,
See you
that's
later, mom, on under the table, I guess.
there you
This is a silly, silly group of people.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I love you all.
Oh,